podcast. Hey Rico, pay close attention.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm right the podcast. Because I'm right the podcast. It's done, rock, visit sometimes shame. Rico boxing sometimes while driving in the lane. With a shirt or his barbershop talk. Interviews and sports, off the latest news. Hear me out, start in the show, so get me started. Because I'm right the podcast. Because I'm right the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, here they come.
Hey yo, you never heard that?
No, that's my first time hearing that one. I like it.
Yeah, I made that for that's the new theme show when we start doing them again. Yeah, I got you. I referenced you on the podcast, man. You know, even though I said you shot. Hey Shane, I said sometimes Shane. I took a little jab at Shane too. I said sometimes Shane, and I said Rico. Then you know how we fuck with you. You always in there with your shirt off and shit. and I got my Stockton jab in there. You know how that is. Don't get me started, man.
Listen.
Hey, but that song is that song is released. Oh shit!
Yeah, everybody needs to go check that out. But you're gonna leave one of the greatest point guards in NBA history alone.
Like I said, man, I'm not leaving.
As the great Gary Payton said, that's Mr. Stockton to you.
All right, man. But before we hold on, man. Hold on. You know, we got Cuzzo, big little Cuzzo Rico in the on the show with his shirt off. He got the he got it blacked out right now. But now, man, we're gonna start the podcast off by saying, hey, I'm officially divorced as of today.
Hip hip hooray!
And this is a shot I'm taking on behalf of that. Shout out to
They can't see me, but I got my Red Bull salute.
Yeah. So again, officially divorced. Taking a shot.
Hey, wait, hold on. Got a question. Yeah. I need clarity on this.
Mm-hmm. What's the clarity?
Because sometimes when you divorce people, we can't, family members can't talk shit about that person you divorced. But then sometimes when you divorce, it's open season. So which one are we dealing with here?
I don't like to talk the shit about because I got kids with the folks. So I don't want that puts shit in a bad predicament. So I don't even like to me. I don't have nothing bad to say about it. And would I've done it? I would have done it again. We got to this point, but I ain't talking no shit. Sense. Yeah, it ain't no shit. Like you learn, you live and you learn, and you know what I'm saying. But I'm taking the high road on that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out. But yeah, I'm officially divorced, and so y'all see me out here with the women. I mean, I got a girlfriend.
It's a national holiday.
Yeah, I got the girl. I still got my girlfriend and my other little girlfriend. So
I'm about to say, don't your girlfriend got a girlfriend?
They did, but it's just like now. I just got, I got my girlfriend that lives with me, and I got my friend. I got my friend that was my girlfriend, but she's still my friend. We be kicking it.
Well, listen, we're gonna start calling you Polly Done One.
Hey, all I'm saying is like going forward, I'm open. Ain't no more. It's no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm not for me. I can't speak for everybody else, but me going forward, I'm in an open party type lifestyle because it just suits me better. You know what I'm saying? I'm a habitual cheater. I'll cheat. I get cheated on too, but I'm a habitual. I'm just not going.
You are a Nash through and through.
I'm just not going. I'm just not going. Lie about it no more. But at the end of the day, I'm not cheating. I'm just there to open lifestyle. And I'm straight up with what I do. If you with it, you with it. If not, I give you the chance to decide if that's what you want to do. So at the end of the day,
like wasn't they said, either we loving or I see you tomorrow.
Yeah, but yeah, man. So what's going on with you, Cuzzo?
Oh shoot, I'm on. I've been running all week. I'm on a short trip now. Well, I'm not on a short trip. I'm on my way home. I'm leaving. I just left Owensboro, Kentucky, headed to Cincinnati, Ohio.
How far? How long of a trip is that? How long is the trip is that?
About 220 miles, 230 miles. So
okay,
about 3 hours, 15 minutes. I'm about an hour in.
Yeah, man. I wish like like straight up, I wish people like the folks down south. I wish they was that close, man. I wish it was. I mean, it ain't far. It's like from where I'm at. It's probably like probably 500 miles, but 200. The cut it in
From
half.
Baltimore down to Spartanburg.
I mean, it's probably like 400 or 500. Yeah, Baltimore definitely
It's
a little
about four
further.
something.
Yeah, but Baltimore definitely a little further. But I'm just saying
Yeah, I'm
just saying 200. I'm just saying if it was 200, I'd be popping up down. So I'd be popping up down there, John. If it was like
man,
that
you know,
close.
I used to say that when I first moved to Cincinnati because I had like so you know a majority of my dad's family is in Spartanburg. That's how we related. Is the majority of the Nashes and the blacks are in Spartanburg.
Right.
Then you know you got the Locklear side of my family is in Spartanburg, but my mom's dad's people,
Hold
the
on. The
majority of them
Locklear
are
is
in Cleveland.
so the Locklear is that your mom's side? What side is the Locklear?
The Locklear is my mom's side.
Okay, so that's not the see that's where you went under the radar with me for a while.
Yeah, like most people when they find out. So I'll tell you a quick story. Like me and Kurt Nash, we kind of had like a little thing pop off in middle school. By this time I was at Cal Pens, of course he was at Val Forest.
Right.
And so like we kind of went cool like 7th grade, 8th grade. And then,
right.
you know, I came to dorm in second semester, 9th grade.
Right.
We still kind of looking at each other like, yeah, nah, you know. And I walked in the lunchroom one day because I was looking for my sister.
Right.
And I said, he was like, what you doing here? I said, man, I'm looking for my sister. Who your sister? I said, Ebony Black. And he just kind of looked at me. Like most people, if you don't know, you don't know.
Right.
And that's because, like, I didn't really grow up outside of the immediate side of my dad's family. I didn't really grow up. Like, every time somebody on that died, you know, one of the things I hear constantly, I didn't even know Bill had a son. I'm like, hey, Principal, why the hell would you say that to somebody?
Right.
Like, if you didn't know, like, when my granny died, it was funny. This guy came to me, he said, I ain't even know it. And he caught me on the right day. He's like, I ain't even know Bill had a son. And I was like, oh, okay. I said, were you at my grandfather's funeral? He said, yeah. I said, right behind your grandma. I said, then who the hell did you think that was on her lap?
Dude, the crazy thing is I didn't know a lot of shit either. And your grandma, I would see her everywhere, yo. I seen her, you know, she'd be at all the funerals. Yo. I've seen her, and like I don't know, you know, because people don't explain to you like who is this, who's that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you running in the same circle, and it's like, yo, we family. Like what? Like even Terrence.
Like I knew when we were in yeah, like Terrence. So I'm gonna tell you how I found out Terrence was my cousin.
Yeah.
So we moved next door. We lived next door to Terrence on Farley.
Right.
And so me and Terrence meet, you know, there was a park across the street. We were at the park playing, you know what I'm saying? About a couple of days later, my dad comes to pick me up. Well, my grandma said, hey, Rico, your daddy outside. I go outside, he ain't in his car. Like, where's he at? And I look, and he's over there talking to Terrence's mama.
Right.
And I'm like, dude, you know everybody. And he was like, yeah, I don't know her forever. And in my mind, I'm thinking, this is what I was thinking. He about to tell me they used to date.
Right.
And he was like, no, this your cousin. I was like, wait, say what now?
Damn. Like it's crazy, man.
But I mean, like when we met in PE, like I knew by virtue of the last name we was related, but don't ask me how.
Yeah, I didn't know. Like I like the last name always, you know, if it ain't the same, but then you start like, damn, you can allows and like it's a lot of people. You just like, damn. It's like
yeah, now Laos I'm kin to. Like Jab, I was kin to him on my mama's side. I'm kin to him on the Locklear side.
Right. So we kin to them somehow. Somehow they looped in too. So it's crazy because my it's just crazy, man. Like it's just like it's so much family down that jump. It's just like, damn.
I had a cookout a couple of years back, and I went to the cookout. I'm in the cookout. I went to Cal at the Like I'm
Right.
like, wait a minute, hold on, what do you mean? You know, I'm finding out like a girl I used to date at Broome. Well, her brother,
Uh-oh. Mm. Damn.
and I'm like, hey man, how is this like Spumber?
Yeah, it's. I'm glad I got the hell away because I
Me too.
I was down there knocking them down, bro. And it is a matter of time down that motherfucker before you infam because you don't know because everybody because I always was like off the last name completely, but it's like damn, it's other sections of like it's other people
Yeah,
that
I
we kin to.
mean, like I said, it's the virtue of I tell you a story, and I'm gonna leave the names out of this. Look, I'm gonna leave the
Yeah.
names out of this to protect the innocent. So I was working at Salvation Army at the community center as the athletic director,
Right.
and there was a lady there that wanted to, like we had talked about, like we were getting ready to go on a date,
Right.
and when we was getting ready to go on this date, like we done talked about it, like we were finna go on a date, but you already know how that day was going. We had already discussed this.
Right.
So the day before we're supposed to go on this date, her mama comes to pick up her kids. So when her mama comes to pick up her kids, I'm leaning up against the front desk with my back to the door watching the game room. Because I'm watching the kids in the game room.
Right.
So her mama comes in and she's standing behind me and she says, David Black, now, if you call me David Black, I automatically know you're related to me. And not only are you related to me, you are related to me in close proximity to either my grandparents, my aunts or uncles or dad. Because
Damn.
outside of that, you wouldn't think to call, like you wouldn't know to call me that.
Right.
Because I do carry my dad and granddad's first name. I don't carry their last name. So
Right.
I turn around and I'm like, I'm sorry, do I know you? And she said, yo, grandma is my aunt. And I'm like, say what now? She said, yo, your grandma is my aunt. I'm your daddy's first cousin. I said, who you here to get? She tell me the two kids that she here to get. And I'm like, oh, that's messed up.
Damn.
Like, y'all done ruined all my plans. And not to mention, not only have y'all ruined all my plans, I gotta go home and take a shower now.
Yeah, man, it is dangerous down south, man. It's dangerous, like for us, because because it's a lot of, they don't explain the shit, and they don't, not even explain, but it's just like I didn't know a lot of shit, because it's like at the end of the day, I just knew, and then it's like, damn, I was kin to her, I was kin to, damn, I was, wow, like
Yep.
so you can end up in trouble.
I did find out a couple of girls that I knocked down. I was related to, luckily, by marriage, not by
Okay,
blood. I was
okay,
related to them by marriage.
Okay, that's lucky.
Yeah, I slipped that one, and then that's another thing. So they're already. Hold on, listen. I wish Rocky was on here right now because I'm about to make national news.
You about to make national news?
Look, I'm about to break something that you did not know.
Go ahead.
So you know how one of the things. Okay, couple of people in play here. Two people in play. So you know how. Because I'm trying not to reveal. I'm one of them. I don't want to reveal their name. So I'm just gonna say, the guy that played for your Washington football team, our word Commanders, that has ties to our city.
Yes. You gotta be talking about the SD dude, right?
Yeah, that guy.
Right.
Okay. his biological grandfather is my grandfather's, but his biological great grandfather is my grandfather's brother.
Mm.
Wait. Now this one I can say. There's a famous rapper on the West Coast that currently owns Death Row Records.
Oh yes.
His grandfather is my grandfather's brother, his biological grandfather. But that comes from that time when, people had them second families that they took care of the secret.
Right, they didn't acknowledge them, yeah.
So that's what both of those cases are.
Wow. Dang, that's crazy.
And my dad had told me about the rapper when I was a kid, and I was like, yeah, how old folks say something, you're like, yeah, nigga, whatever. But then I heard him in an interview reference Spartanburg, and I'm like, hey, wait a goddamn minute.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. But yeah, I definitely had to. Hey, what made you leave Spartanburg, man?
So I took a job after 9/11. I was literally my badge number was 73. So I was a 730 on the 737th TSA agent ever hired.
Right.
And so my job was to go around the country switching it from private to federal. So when I left Spartanburg, my first stop was in New York. I lived in Manhattan. For a month and a half, Queens for 2 months. I left there, went to San Francisco, was on station out there for I think 3 months. From there to Fort Lauderdale on station for 2 months. Then to Raleigh, North Carolina on station for 3 months. Then back to San Francisco for another 6 months. And them places, you can't go back to Spartanburg.
Yeah.
You don't got a custody of them places. You can't go back to Spartanburg. And I did go back to Spartanburg for a little while, but it just never felt right.
Oh, you said it didn't feel right?
Yeah, it was just like, now I was kind of like a fish out of water because I had done got accustomed to a different style of life. And another part of it too is I would have never been able to become the man I am if I would have stayed in Spartanburg. It was just too family-wise would have been way too overbearing.
Dang.
At the time I left, I didn't have a terrible relationship with my dad, but I didn't have a great one.
Right.
And my mom, like, and we do this as parents. My mom had this plan for my life that she never consulted me on.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, nah, that ain't gonna work because that's not my personality.
Right. Damn.
Like, I get it. You want me to make something of myself, and I promise you I'm gonna do that. But it ain't gonna be the way, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't gonna be the way you think it should be. Right. Why the hell did you leave Spartanburg?
I mean, I'm originally from up here anyway. I never quite felt home down there, and they was kind of, to me, they was racist as fuck down there, man. Like, I never got pulled over so much in my life, man. Like, god damn. But nah, it felt like to me, it just felt like you stuck down there for some reason. I don't know if it, to me, it just felt like it's stuck, and it's like
it become a rat race. And that was like, that's what, and that, okay, so when you say you feel like you stuck, that's why I felt like I could, like, I just, like, I thought I had lived all, I couldn't go back. Because I did feel like, okay, my life has outpaced this place.
Right. It's like, I mean, it's not even to say I'm this and that and that, but I'm just saying it, to me, I just didn't feel like I felt like I had to get away from that. And that's when and I had to come up here, grow up a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I came up here and I had to grow up. Like, it was some shit I had to, because down there, like, to me, even like people that, like, family and shit, like, you can bounce back down there pretty quick. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just it's a different, but you can't do that up here. You be out on your motherfucking, like this, like, you got to hustle up here, man. It ain't no, like, you got to come up here.
Yeah, it's a grind. Now, and I have those moments where I long for home and I go, like, people like, are you, like, People like, are you like? I get asked a lot. Are you ever gonna come back to Spartanburg? If I do, it'll be when I retired. My wife's gone. My grandkids are adults.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like in that situation, I'll come back home because I still got the family home in Pauline. I can go live out my days down there.
Right.
You know, and it does suck because you know what I'm saying. Like I am the only family member of mine that I know that lives in Cincinnati.
Right.
So it's kind of hard in that moment, like when you want, like I got my family and I do great with my family, but like it would be cool to okay, dude, I'm at work there. I'm gonna go hang out with my brother for a minute, or I'm gonna go see my sister, or like it sucks having to watch my niece grow up from afar.
Right.
Like those things. And my parents my parents are older, and I have a great, like earlier I said, at the time I didn't have a great relationship with my dad. We got one now.
No, that's what's up.
You know, so like that sucks. He's getting older. My mom's getting older. But it's just in order for me to be me, I had to go.
Right. Yeah, that's how I felt, man. Like I had to, it just wasn't for me. It just wasn't it. But you know,
And the thing
it was,
about it is, like you said, Spartanburg's got its issues. Spartanburg really is overall a great place. It is if you know how to navigate it. But it does, like you see me post this shit all the time. Where I be like, Spartanburg, y'all embarrassing. How the hell the sheriff a crackhead? Like y'all embarrassing. Why the hell the county council? Why the hell the city council member up at California Avenue because he's trying to fight people?
oh yeah,
Like,
yeah,
can y'all
yeah.
stop it? Like, can y'all stop it? Can y'all stop embarrassing me for 5 minutes? Like, I can't even tell nobody that I'm from this place.
Right. Yeah.
Like I murdered this dude in an argument the other day when he told me he was like, "Man, I don't know where I don't know where you supposedly live at, in South Carolina, but y'all don't produce nothing." I said, "Let's go Spartanburg versus Cincinnati." I said, "Let's go Spartanburg County, Greenville County versus Hamilton County." I said, "Our pro prospects are on the level with yours."
Dang.
And he was like, "Nah, there ain't no way." I said, Zion Williamson, Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, Shaman Williams, John Morant. I said, this is all a regional. This is all in that region. Jadavian Clowney, Stephon Gilmore, Derrick Ross, Chris Hope. I could do this all day long. We got rings. I told Nate one time, I said, hey, because like, even though I went to Dorman, I claim Broome. Like if you like my profile on Facebook makes no mention of Dorman. I was at Dorman longer,
Yeah, I didn't even realize you
but
went to Broome. I mean, I like for some reason I just because some of that stuff you forget, so I didn't even like. Some people
yeah,
I don't even.
like
Yeah, some people. Go ahead.
I was at Broome the majority of my ninth grade year. Then I came to Dorman, and then I got into it with Coach Freeze. Well, I didn't really get into it. I told him about himself. I know that Sims guy and everything, but I think he's a terrible goddamn coach.
I like Coach
But
Freeze.
this is what he told me. This is what he told me to my face. He said, "I don't think you got what it takes to play 4A ball." I was like, "Your rival across town is gonna bust your ass twice this year. I can go there right now and start." Think about that. They're gonna beat the holy hell out of you twice, and I can go there right now and start.
Right.
I've had conversations with their coach. The only reason I ended up back at Broome, and it's crazy. I was actually telling this story earlier today. The reason I ended up back at Broome is Broome hired a guy by the name of Hal McManus Jr. Hal McManus Jr. his dad, Hal McManus Sr., was a legendary coach at Burns. Well, I grew up going to Northwest Center, and it was ran by Terry Moore. Terry Moore graduated from Burns. He played for Big Hal. So when I told Terry Moore what Coach Freeze said, he said, "Hey, don't you got?" He remembered I went to Broome. He's like, "Don't you got people out in District 3?" I was like, "Yep." He called Hal McManus that day and said, "If I get you a swing bid, is that something you can use?" And Hal told me, he said, "I don't have a bid yet." He was like, "I don't have a solid bid." And he was like, "Well, this guy can play the 3, the 4, and the 5. Dang. So Hal calls me and was like, what they said, "Did you got family in the district?" I said, "Yeah, 318 Condra." I said, "I'm already in Broome's records." And he was like, "Oh, okay." So he hit me, he was like, "Come out." So I went out. They had practice like that next week. I went out. He picked me up from Cotton Drive. Oh no, he picked me up from Northwest Center. I rode with him there at practice at Cowpens. I couldn't practice because I hadn't enrolled yet. So I went and I watched practice. And and of course I knew the players because I went to middle school with them. Went to middle school, in ninth grade. So that's how I ended up back at Broome, because of Mark Freeze bitch ass.
Yeah.
And that was the thing. He was political with it because he had Don Wilton, who was the first, he was the pastor at First Baptist Spartanburg, and that's the preeminent white church in Spartanburg. That goes back to what you were saying earlier about Spartanburg. And his sons were okay, like they were okay basketball players. I don't know if you remember Ricky Barnes.
Sound familiar.
When I tell you who Ricky Barnes is, you'll remember. Think about lunchtime when we would go out to the caves to play basketball. Ricky Barnes would be out there. He had one move. He'd go to his right, he would go behind his back, and he'd try to lay the ball every time. They wasn't better than him.
Yeah, I the name sound familiar, but I can't even recall. I can't. Yeah, but the name sound familiar. Damn. Yeah, man. Yeah, Coach. Yeah, but I like Coach Freeze though. But I know he had some shit with him. But
yeah, like
because to be honest with you, I thought I should have been on one of them teams, man. But
yeah, and that was the thing. With all the talent that he had.
What's crazy? So one of the things that I did, I always took PE because I just wanted the ball, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you a ball with everybody. Like you a ball. Like the crazy thing about that shit is you a ball with the motherfuckers throughout the years. And then eventually you get to being the older one. And then, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I balled with everybody. You know what I'm saying? And them games was competitive as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like you out there playing with.
Oh, yeah.
Like those are some real competitive games, and you like, damn, yo, we got the motherfuckers here, but they not on the team. And the crazy thing is, a lot of the motherfuckers wasn't even on the team. Like,
and that was the thing with Dorman, was a lot of their best players ball.
Yeah, because I think Phillip was one of the best motherfuckers. I think he was one of the best, yo. Phillip Hillstock.
Yeah, and I was saying, like, that was
like he was like, yeah, because he had handles, he was tall, like that motherfucker was like he was amazing to me. I was like, damn, this dude right here, but he wasn't even on the team and shit. But I know he got injured at one point, but like he was one of the best. But he was, he wasn't on the team.
You look at Ski, like when I looked at it was like, that was a Dorman. When I looked at Dorman's roster, there wasn't really a lot of players I feared. Like Mike Wallace was a whole handful.
Right.
Like,
and I used to
catch the ball down low. I'm just getting on out the way because I can't. It ain't nothing I can do.
But
that boy strength got strength.
Yeah, but the crazy thing is, I would play, playing with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, because shit, I have to check him a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? So it's like at the end of the day, yeah, he was strong as shit. You know what I'm saying? But I be checking him. Like I play a lot of games where I'm checking him.
That boy was cock diesel. You know, I remember playing against him. I remember Sims being quick.
Yes, Chris was skilled. He was like a real skilled player, yo. Like he was real skilled.
He was
the
thing about Chris is you had to guard him because he'll pull up on you quick.
Yeah. Nah, Chris. Speaking of him, he about to jump on now. But yeah, Chris was skilled, yo. Like he was real skilled.
Yo,
I mean, you know, you look at, like I said, Sims was quick. Sims will get you going one way, and when you play the ball, Sims will pull up on you. Yeah, and if you jump, Sims will go by you.
Fuck that, man.
What y'all talking about?
He on, man. You can't be bigging him up like that, man. Fuck
I mean, listen. Like I said, there was few players at that school I respected. He was one of them.
No, we just talking about people that balling and shit, that dormant and shit. I was just saying a lot of people wasn't on the team. Like a lot of the good motherfuckers wasn't on the team.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like it was
there was a lot of politics.
And I played with him. I specifically took PE if I could play ball. That was my whole reason.
Coach Freeze used to pull me to the side and ask me, "Why aren't you on the team?" I told him I was go talk to Coach Freeze.
Yeah. I remember Phil didn't make the team because Phil didn't want to do no damn. He didn't want to do none of the running.
Yeah, but that's what I was telling him. I thought Phil was like one of the best motherfuckers I seen. I just thought he was amazing.
Dude,
this motherfucker.
I had to get Phil on that. Yeah, we were pre-ranked. We was pre-ranked number 2 or something. I think there was a Charleston team better. And I was trying to get Phil on the team. We would have easily got to the number 1 spot.
I thought that motherfucker was amazing. I said, this nigga got handles. He's like, you know what I'm saying? He got handles. He was tall. You know what I'm saying? Like this motherfucker had everything. He would, but he wasn't on the team. And I know he got hurt.
The craziest thing is, I didn't actually ever officially play against Skeet until the summer league after my the summer league between my junior and senior year. We ended up playing against each other at Northwest. Before that, we had never actually we didn't what's name. And like I told you, like when it came down to it, a lot of those guys I didn't fear, especially in my age bracket, because I just played against y'all in middle school because I was at Cowpens.
I played Phil back when I was in Fair Force, so he was going to Dawkins, I believe. So I always knew about him. He was always like a better player, but he was just lazy as hell, man. I couldn't get Phil to do no damn.
Ski was lazy as hell.
Yeah, Coach Freeze made us do before the season started. We'd be out there on the track, and he was like, "That was mandatory. If you wasn't doing that, you wasn't on the team."
I'm just saying, at that point, man, you got overlook some shit. But yeah, Freeze be on some strict shit. But yeah, but that's some shit you got overlooked, man. Because he just, you know what I'm saying? I guess when of course, if you start moving up on levels and shit, you in college and shit, and it moves. But if your skill can can overcome that shit, you gotta ignore that shit, man. But I know Freeze was one of them old school coaches that.
And see, and we went up like when I went back to Broome, we ended up playing Dorman in the Dairy Queen Classic, and I go off for 26. McManus emails Coach Freeze, "Thank you. You said I couldn't play 4A ball, but I just got in your ass."
Yeah.
Because I told him on my way out there. So
we say.
Oh, I was asking how long y'all been on there.
Nah, we've been on, but we ain't do no topics yet, yo. I'm about to jump. What you about to do? You almost at the house?
Nah, I'm dude, it's been a stupid work thing, but I'm on the way to pick me up some food, then I'll be at the house. I'm just driving. Well, I hit you up while I was driving. You said you got everything, so you got all your legal stuff squared away?
Somewhat.
Free now.
But I'm free. I took a shot off the rip. Yeah, I'm officially divorced, man. I'm officially,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
He is Amon Shumpert Jr.
Amon Shumpert. Yeah, man.
I guess it was nothing to work out. It was pretty much just waiting on paperwork or something.
Oh no, it was shit to work out. We had to work some shit out because it's been a couple of months actually before but we had to work some shit out today to get it to push through.
I gotcha.
Yeah. But nah, man, I'm glad to move on from that shit, yo. I didn't actually switched up my rooms too, man. I got this new. I'm in this other spot at the house, so my room, I got to kind of tighten it up a little bit. But
oh, you doing my shit? Well, you got Studio A and B.
Yeah, no, I'm this is now. Yeah, this is now Studio A. The other I gave the other joint to my girlfriend. My girlfriend got my other little spot. I mean, she loving that shit, like she chilling in it, but. I'm in this room and I'm just, I had to finish setting my shit up today. I was like, damn, I gotta do the podcast. I hate resetting shit up, but I had to maneuver some shit around. But nah, this is my spot. It was open. I got all my shit. Hey, the crazy thing, man, I'm in the walk-in closet, yo. That's what I made my other space out, man. It was amazing the shit I had in there. And how I got all that shit in there. And then I'm putting the shit in the room. It's like, God damn, I got all this shit in there. It's amazing how you just hoard shit and you don't even know that you got a rack of shit up in there. So I got so much, but I'm glad I'm able to, to space my shit out. So I got like my studio set up over here. Got all my shit set up. So I'm loving
it. Good.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Did I hear that the Tar Heels lost?
Did they?
I felt like somebody told me that.
Oh, that should be on. That should be.
I always do like this little pre-bracket thing, and I had like 13, 14 people. They did lose.
Yeah, VCU beat them, yo. Damn.
Hey, they literally said that earlier. They were trying to pick up possible upsets. I can't talk too much, Joe, because my Blue Devils trying to.
Yeah, that's the amazing thing about the tournament, yo. It ain't no. I mean, you can lose and be the best team, yo. It just you fuck around and add that. I like that shit, yo.
The tournament is regular pickup basketball, dog. You know when you got a squad and you about to play some bums and you play down to them.
Right, I like that, yo.
It's the same damn thing. You get out there, Duke come out there playing around with damn Cena, whoever the hell they was. Them niggas down 15 and shit. What's all these? What? Yep. It takes 7 cuts to pull somebody over, dog. So I need to pull over and film them shit.
Yeah, I hate when they do that shit, man. I hate when they got it. It don't need all that, man. God dang.
Yeah, they got 7 9 cuts and one little car in the middle. I mean, come on, man.
But yeah, man. I that's what I like about the tournament though, because you fuck around and bullshit, you out.
Oh yeah.
You can't have that bullshit game. If they did 2 out of 3, the best team will probably win most of the time. If it was 2 out of 3, but that bad game, yeah, you in trouble. I like it though. I like that. That's what make that shit different from like the NBA.
Yeah, that's what makes the tournament unique is because it's that
even football.
You only got one shot, and if you come in here playing crazy, it's gonna be over with before it gets started.
And then the dude at Duke talking too damn much, the little center, they interview him at halftime, and he literally said, "Yeah, well, he would," because they were down like 15 or something. He was like, "Yeah, I think we took them too lightly." I was like, "Dude," I said, "You better win after saying that stupid stuff. Like you don't say that on damn TV." So they end up coming back, but yeah, that Sienna, whoever they had a dude on their team, boy. That boy. Sienna, yeah, he had 21 points on 7 threes.
How much some tickets out there, man, in Greenville?
Dude, this was making me mad, dog. I'm off tomorrow, but then the damn game gonna be tonight, and then that makes the next game Saturday when I'm gonna be right back at work. I was like, God dang! I said I'd have been all up in the damn game. But on the tickets, dude, when we went to the women's thing, we caught some good tickets for $30 a seat, and it was on the bottom level. Yeah, so you don't pay much for those tickets in there. Like, it's not anything crazy.
Yeah. Okay. I know they'll do some crazy shit up here, but
yeah, I mean the regular price probably if you're going on the lower level, you're probably gonna spend probably 70 to 100. I mean nothing.
I mean that ain't bad. Yeah, that ain't bad, man.
But ain't that like a 2 or 3 game pass?
Yeah, because when we did the women's, we had we got to watch 2 games. So I mean it was real straight.
Yeah. Hey man, what y'all doing on gas prices, man? What the gas prices looking at right now?
The Indiana side of Louisville was $3.80, $5.40, $5.50 for diesel. So I'm interested to see what it's gonna be in Cincinnati.
Damn, yo, this
So
shit, this shit.
we put premium in this car. I think we're doing 380 for premium. But you know, my other car electric, so I ain't gotta worry about no damn gas. But yeah,
Damn, yo, we getting Katrina like with these gas prices, ain't it? 'Cause that's what I remember about the Bush is. But this shit is, yeah.
that's what
Well, I
that.
mean that's what happens
Yeah. Well,
when
you know
you
what
listen
this
to
is. You know what this would remind me of with this war? It was back in the day when they had that riot at Dorman, and it all started because somebody threw like a piece of fruit in a group and it hit the wrong person.
Okay,
You
okay,
did.
so Sims,
Yo,
when was that riot? Because somebody had called me a couple of weeks ago and they were like, man, you was at Dorman when it happened. I was like, nigga, I must didn't go to school that day or something.
it was
That shit was crazy.
I remember a couple of trees came and got me, so I think it was my senior year, so it should have been 97, 98.
Okay, so I would have been, yeah, I must not been at school that day or something, because I don't remember that.
I still remember it. I can almost remember the dude it hit because it just hit the wrong person. But that kid shit came flying over, hit that one person. I think what was that boy name? And he went straight over to somebody and punched him. And that just escalated from there. I heard girls getting beat up in bathrooms.
I
It
remember
was
that
crazy.
shit. I remember that shit, but I don't remember. I just don't remember the activities that day. I just know that day was crazy though. I was there, yo. That shit was crazy.
God, I think it was a bomb threat or something because we were all just standing outside.
Yeah, it
We
just
was
got.
all standing outside.
I remember that day just got crazy, and I don't remember like verbatim like
Yeah,
what happened, but I just
dude,
remember it.
Coach Freeze legit came and he went around and found every one of us and brought us to the gym and put us in his office. He wasn't playing. He was like, none of y'all get suspended. He came and grabbed us because we was all I mean, I wasn't doing nothing. I was kind of I saw some females flipping. I was like, damn, I didn't even know you had that type of energy in you. Like, it was like some built up stuff, boy. But yeah, he
Yeah,
came and
like I
got
said,
her.
somebody was like, they were like, man, you remember what? I was like, man, I don't remember that. Like, I don't know where I was at that day. But I don't
No, it
remember
was
that
big.
being on, like,
I feel like that was my senior year. That was the only reason Coach Freeze would have came and grabbed me. Maybe my junior year. But I just remember he came and got everybody on the team because I remember seeing everybody in there. But yeah, it got to be. There was a newspaper article and everything. You probably could look it up.
Yeah,
But it was big. It was like in the state paper. Like it was a big riot. They shut the whole school down, bro. It was
I
fights
remember
everywhere.
when Columbine happened. I remember when that happened. I remember the next day, the Herald Journal ran an article talking about it happened at Dorman first, and I'm like, yeah, I damn sure went there for that. But that was like that happened in like 88, like 80 something or 90 something, long before I was there. But then like I said, I must have been at home that day. I did at the same time. There was a couple times I didn't go to school because I was busy going over somebody's house. So that might have happened too.
If you bet that would have been the best day to skip because I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have thought nothing about it. They were trying to get that riot under
Well,
control. I mean, it was legit a black versus white type thing. It was I still remember it was a big group of black, big group of white. And it was like an apple or something got thrown in that damn black group. Hit the wrong person, and it was on and popped. It kind of
and then
reminded
they
me of
had
that
some
dude
shit
that
like
got
that.
jumped.
When I was at Fat Forest for that year, my sixth grade year at Fat Forest, they had some shit. Well, I don't think I ever got to. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. Cause they jumped. They jumped his ass on the. They jumped his ass on the goddamn on the basketball court.
Yeah, yeah. I
Life
saw
was
some
wild
funny
back
fights.
then.
yeah, man.
Yeah, back when they used to fight, ain't nobody going to look for no damn gun or nothing.
Right. That was. I mean, yeah, that
Well,
was a good thing. Now you get popped, man.
Yeah.
Fucking popping you. We throw this
I
video
tell
on,
people the
man.
craziest thing is I only ever lost one classmate to gun violence the entire time I was in school, and that was down there on McDowell.
I'm trying to think. I didn't lose any classmates to guns. Car wreck. I remember we lost. It was Phil's cousin. I remember we were all out that night too. I still remember that. That was back when they had characters. And I still remember talking to that dude, and they all left. Him and God, what's that boy name? It was him and Quentin, I think. It was Mike, and some. I think boy name was Quentin. And they got in that car wreck, but no bullets.
Yeah.
I don't remember nobody getting shot.
Damn.
Yeah, like I said, Donnell was the only one. Like, you lost a couple of, of course you're gonna lose a couple of classmates. That's just that's the law of averages. But as far as somebody being shot and killed, Donnell McDowell was the only one. And that's somebody that I played against too, that I think had he had a chance, because I think Donnell got killed when we was in like 9th grade. I think had he had a chance to really kind of continue working, he probably would have had a speakable career at Dorman too. Because he was nice at Gable. That boy gave us whole ass fits.
Yep.
I don't know what these people out here doing tonight, but they literally doing 40 and a 70.
So I be sometime, man. Hey, I'm about to play this video, man. If you get, you probably can hear it.
All right.
Hold on.
The woman room, but it's a rare event where I see the woman talking about the man not giving her enough sex.
I mean, I guess it's a rare occasion, but
it's happened today.
I feel like it's not very rare. I have a normal sex drive, I do like sex, I see nothing wrong with that. I like to have sex with my husband. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. He'd be having to complain all the time, talking about making excuses. I get home from work, working 10-hour days, get home. He's been home playing video games on Facebook. I feel like when I get home, the least he could do is take care of my sexual needs. He is my husband. It's not like he's doing anything else all day. I finally do get home. He can talk about all type of excuses. I got a headache. I'm tired. My stomach hurts. What are you tired from? You have not done anything all day.
Mr. Nelson, are you coming up light on the loving?
That's definitely an exaggeration. You know what I mean? Like,
what's the truth?
There's one thing, like, you know how I said I was a regular guy?
Yeah.
Like, and
we already established that that's incorrect.
She says
Go
that
ahead.
she has a regular sex drive. Her sex drive is like, she has like Energizer Bunny syndrome. You know what I mean? Like, keep going and going and going and going. Like when she says when she comes home from work, like that does not mean like she came home like, oh, after a hard day's work. That means like I took a 15-minute break and I'm coming home so we can have sex. Then on my lunch break, I want you to cook for me and then we can have sex and I'll go back to work. And then I'm going to take my last 15-minute break and then we're going to have some more sex because I just love it that much.
My husband.
Hey, yo. 5 or 6 times a day, she fucking at work.
Yeah. He the only one tapping that.
Yeah.
He the only one tapping that.
Yeah, you can't keep up with that, yo. We can't even do it. Hey, if you go on 5 or 6 times a day, yo, you'll die, yo. You'll die. You did this shit.
That man shooting stardust.
Yeah, you.
And he was out there popping evaporated milk.
We can't go no 5 or 6 times a day.
Sex, no murk.
We ain't built like that, yo.
The hell.
Yeah. This one of them Jones. Yeah, she ain't. You ain't the only one.
Yeah, she probably part of some jump offs at work for real. That's a lot.
Yep.
Every once in a while, you'll have them times where you want to get it in all day, but you talking about all the time.
5 or 6 times
every day. Nah.
7 days a week. We can't sustain, bro. Like we ain't built. Like they can do that.
That is unsustainable.
Yeah, shit. You start talking about 3 or 4.
That woman got a toy closet, not a toy chest, a toy closet.
Yeah. She looked like it. I mean, she cute, but she a freak.
Yeah. That woman a whole nympho. She put the imp in nympho.
Yeah, she fucking. She definitely coming home. Yeah, cause she can't. Yeah, fuck that. That's why them jump.
Yep.
She'd be like, you already know she like that. You like, yeah, you can't. You got fuck that. You
She
already
is
know.
getting clapped in concert.
Let me see. Oh yeah, check this shit out, yo. This a good topic for you. Some of your guys, Rico.
They gotta be my guys.
Reverend Rico, man. Hey, Rev Rico.
Oh, here we go.
Oh shit, where we at?
Just happened. So I just went out. Oh, baby, let me tell y'all what just happened. So I just went up on the pastor, his wife, the deacon, the church, the whole congregation, if they had something to say. Do you understand me? So me and my cousin, we get to the church to plan, to let them know how we want to play in the service or whatnot. Now, mind you, my auntie and uncle been members of this church for over 55 years. They pay their tithes faithfully. So the pastor turns around and say, that's going to be $800. $800 for what, pastor? He said, well, you know that in order for us to preach this service and do a nice homegoing, the church got to cook, and I got to pay my ushers to clean up, and then I got to pay some of my deacons to come. I said, you got to pay them to come to a homegoing for your faithful members? I said, let me ask you something. Where the money at when they pay their tithes every Sunday? Where they money at when they pay for pastor anniversary? Where they money at when they pay for church anniversary? Where they money at when you did fundraisers? Where they money at whenever you did these cookings and all this extra stuff? Where they?
So Rico, what's your take on that, man?
Okay. Couple of things. I was waiting to hear whether or not I was waiting to hear whether or not they were members and if it was actually them, because that changes the perspective slightly. Now, she's right. Your deacon, your lay person, it's not a subject of paying them to be there. That's their responsibility as deacons and lay persons. Somebody should be there. And here's the thing: at a funeral, the deacons really don't have a task to perform, because in most cases, the funeral home's staff carry out the functions that a deacon would normally do.
Right.
Now, if the pastor is saying, first of all, you don't pay the ushers. The ushers are not staff, so they don't get paid. You have a usher board, and you have in most black churches, you have an usher board. You have a kitchen committee. You have all these people that would volunteer. Now, if you wanted to say, okay, we got to get food, okay. All right. Well, we talking what, maybe $300, depending on how many people, $300 and $400 worth of food. The rest of that is going in that pastor's pocket. Let's call it what it is. He's charging to preach that. He's charging to preach that funeral.
Right.
And it's tacky. It's tacky. It's tacky. It tells the type of case. It tells the character of the man that he is. And my question is he what we call a bivocational pastor, or is he a sole occupational pastor? And the difference is a bivocational pastor works a regular job.
Right.
A sole pastor, he works directly and solely for the church. Now, if he works directly for the church, that's one thing. If he's bivocational, now he has to take off work. But still, $400 for the most, because here's the thing, funeral sermons are the most watered down, biblically minuscule sermons that you will ever preach. It's almost lock, stock, and barrel. I ain't even got to know you to preach your funeral.
Right.
Like I ain't gotta know nothing about you except the day you was born, the day you died, and I gotta opening a body and a
It's a
close.
format. It's a format. But yo, what's funny is people be saying that. I get a kick out of it when they say, "Motherfucker, trying to preach somebody to heaven."
Yeah, like and that be the people, because a lot of times, here's the thing: when you preach a funeral, and I preach several funerals, when you preach a funeral, you ain't preaching to the person that's dead; they gone. You preaching to them people that's sitting there, and half of them ain't trying to hear it. You
So
know,
Chris,
like you go to
go ahead.
somebody's funeral, that like you go to like we just talking about game violence. You go to a funeral, a little nut, and that nigga got shot in the process of robbing people, and say, hey, you gotta sit up there. The people who came to that funeral ain't getting ready to listen to what you gotta say.
Hey man, they trying to preach him in, man. They do. They say they
Yeah,
trying to
and
preach, trying to preach
you
him
ain't
up.
gonna preach nobody. Listen, the pastors that trained me, they had a saying: stand up, speak up, shut up, and sit down. The
Right.
4 S's. Don't be in there, don't be in there, because they call it Flunkersville. If you gotta know, who and what you're dealing with in that moment, because if you go too long, you're gonna lose the crowd. Like you don't ever want there to be an audible sound when you say "as I close," because that's when people are there like, "Nigga, about time."
What you
I
think,
used to
Chris?
always say,
Hold a sec. I gotta get my audio set back up.
"Ooh, shoot, there we go."
Oh, that's you. Who's that? Oh, that's you. There's somebody playing some music.
No, that was Chris.
What's up with your audio, Chris?
I'm in the car, so I'm having to flip back and forth.
Yeah, I got you.
Get out the way, people. But yeah, oh yeah, that little whenever I you know how I get when I start hearing about church and then all these crazy amounts of money. Like I never want to hear that shit because that shit's stupid. Because I know this is them trying to get over on people, man. And I mean, that's a shame that it's happening in the church too.
Yeah, immediately when he said the 800, I was like, yeah, he pocketed a lot of that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I mean,
if not
I
all,
mean, he's pocketing anywhere. He's pocketing somewhere close to $400.
yeah, if not all, shit, you got a little hustle to get
Yeah,
all that shit.
I mean, like, here's the thing. I would have been interested to see how many people they were expecting at the repass. Because if you're expecting, how big is the church? How many people were you expecting at the repass? Because if you're talking a repass of 100 people, then okay, there go 500 of your 800 right there.
Right.
So, or so those little details matter. But he pocketed, he put money in his pocket.
Nah,
You ain't paying no deacon.
Hey, when you heard that shit, you already knew what it was. When you heard that shit, I was like, I don't even know. I wonder what y'all think about this shit, but I kind of like, yeah, he pocketing some of that shit. Like that's how you know what I'm saying. It's like you got your hand, you're able to get your hand in that shit easily without so many people questioning that shit.
Yeah, and I was saying, like, I've been around that game long enough to be able to spot where people, like, when somebody told me this. I actually had this conversation a couple of weeks ago, and they was like, "Well, we don't pay our pastor." I said, "Y'all don't?" They were like, "No, he worked for free." I said, "Let me ask you a question." I said, "So your pastor don't take a salary?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "How often do y'all take up a love offering for y'all pastor?" He said, "Every week." I said, "Don't tell nobody else that." They were like, "Why not?" I said, "Because the Fed's going to arrest your pastor for tax evasion." And they were like, "Why?" I said, "Because here's the thing." I said, "Y'all got like 300 members. If each one of those, if every Sunday, if each one of them 300 members gave $200, gave $20 in the love offering for the pastor, how much money is that pastor taking home every week? I said, you got to think about that. He ain't got to claim that, because that was just an offering that the church didn't even claim. They just put it all in an envelope and gave it to him. So it wasn't recorded anywhere.
But hold on, man. I got another one of your boys, man, since I'm talking about this, because it's kind of in the same. You know, your man right here.
All church members bring the thanks next week. I am asking that all church members bring a copy of your tax returns so that I can review them. I'm going to put a stop to some of y'all playing in my face during tithes and offerings on Sunday mornings. It's tight, but it's right.
Now, I'm going to say this probably AI, but that shit funny, man. And I wouldn't be surprised if they did that shit. I don't know what's the severity of this.
There are churches that have that as a requirement.
For real?
World Changers, Creflo Dollar's church in Atlanta. I don't know if that's still the case, but I know at one point that was the case. If you joined that church, they did want to see your tax returns.
Hey, what you doing, Rico?
Walking out.
You done? Yeah, I'm out.
I'm walking out. I find no biblical, but at the same time, I am a biblical anarchist.
Yeah.
So the way I see it, I don't, and I just had this conversation with my mama. I don't view the church as, I don't view the church as the end all be all when it comes to faith. And because I don't see it that way, what you're not about to do is add these ridiculous requirements, because even Jesus preached against that. Woe unto you, you keepers of the law, because you attach burdens that you yourself don't even follow.
Yeah, that's why I like the church.
I guarantee you, if you pull that.
What's up with your church?
Church I go to, they go over like where all the money is and where it's going and what the money go to. I mean, they're pretty clear about, like, they can tell you exactly what money came in, where it's going, what the goals are. It's never one of them things where it's just like these random offerings and stuff like that. And it's not a requirement. Like, it's one of the things where if you got it, they don't press you. They don't even do it where you know how some churches stop and they do the offering in church. Like, they don't do anything like that. You can go on the website and do it that way, or you drop it off in the thing at the door if you want to do it that way. So it's
And in that model, I'm assuming that y'all are actually doing okay, because in that model, more people would be more inclined to give if there wasn't such a spectacle and show around it.
Yeah. So another thing they do is they've been expanding the church. Like, they got other locations, so they let you know that, like, you see where the money is going, and they let you know, like, yeah, they work like that. That's their job. Like, that's what they do. So I mean, they even got it showing like what I mean. They're very transparent with where the money is. And if it wasn't like that, like, cause see, like the one my dad had, it's a smaller church. It's a humble church. Like, I don't do all that big crazy money, all that. Like, it's too much, man. And if you like, I don't know, man, the whole world is just scamming. And how you scamming people with beliefs and stuff, telling people bring tax return, credit checks to get in churches and stuff, man. Get out of here, man. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, y'all better go on somewhere.
Yeah. All right, man. Next
Ain't
topic.
Nobody got
man.
time for that mess.
Yeah, I ain't. Yeah, my tax return, I'm out. Yeah, you can go ahead and count me out. I'm good.
And what the hell is Rocky Delano Roosevelt at?
Hey, hold up, man.
Conversations, and the woman tells during the date, you start having conversations, and the woman tells you, we are not going on another date. We are not compatible. I don't feel like
verbally
tells you to your face. Being transparent though and honest. This is the last date for us. In the story, the guy sort of misrepresented some of the things he wanted. Like he said he was comfortable with kids. He tell her on the date he didn't want kids. So she's like, oh, this is our last date. I'm done. And he tells her, since you said it's our last date, let's split this bill. Is that fair or foul?
It's right. Fair or foul, right or wrong? It's right or wrong.
It's right.
Is this that people have a different opinion of that?
Splitting the bill is right?
We're having a date where we're trying to figure each other out if this is gonna be a relationship. You flat out tell me after 30 minutes, oh, this ain't working. Now this is a business meeting.
Yeah, is you splitting the bill, Chris? She tell you off the rip there. This ain't for me.
So my question is, why am I paying for her?
Hold on, what you say?
That's my question.
Yeah.
Like, what am I like putting money into that for? I mean, you want to talk, trip, cool. Honestly, after she told me that, I'd probably just dip. I mean, I wouldn't even see a real reason to stay. I'm just sitting there with a stranger there. I mean, what's the point?
Yeah, it ain't no point. Yeah, it ain't no point. Yeah, yeah, you should. Yeah, you can't take the high road. Yeah, we gonna split this bill. You definitely ain't. You know you ain't getting nothing. You know this ain't working afterwards. Yeah, the investment is done.
Okay, so here's my question: where did we go eat at?
So I mean, what?
What's that?
Where did we go eat
at? Hey, regular cheesecake type restaurant.
The Cheesecake Restaurant, the Cheesecake Factory. So for two people, it's gonna probably be about $50, $55. I probably, if I was the one that invited the date, like if I invited her out, I'll probably still pay for it just because I invited you out, you know. And the fact that you know that you were honest, like she was honest. They were like, yo, listen, you ain't getting none tonight. We ain't gonna see each other again. You know. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead. I invited you out, but like it is.
Nah, I'm out, bro. Split.
Nah, if something is not like I'm looking at it.
It seemed like you was gonna do something.
Yeah, I'm looking at it as if it was just a date and she just straight up said that there wasn't going to be a second one. It was just like, we getting to know each other. And you just like, yeah, I'm good. I'm like, all right, well, I'm good too. So, yeah, split the bill.
Yes, it's good.
Now, if I lied about something, like if it's my fault, that's something like if I just straight up lied about something, I mean, I might feel more responsible for it. Yeah. But if it's just like we just getting to know each other.
Like, yeah, he said that the guy said that, at first he was all game for it. And then, he was saying that he didn't mind kids and all that. But then when they got there and they was holding a conversation, all of a sudden he didn't want kids, yada, yada. And she was just like, yo, this ain't gonna work out. So at least she was being honest.
Hey, but it's some chicks that don't even that'll just go ahead and take your money, man. Just go ahead. It's some people that date just for you can take them out. So they ain't even gonna tell you that they ain't fucking with you. They just gonna take you gonna hey, good night, and that's it, yo. They ghost you. You know what I'm saying? They just got you off.
Yeah,
they got you off eating out.
Yeah, they gonna play games. You trying to get you trying to hit them up, and they ain't responding back to you. Like at least
it's chicks that do that. But yeah, it's chicks that specifically date motherfuckers just to eat. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that shit is a real thing, motherfucker. So yeah, you got. I mean, I
get a job crowd.
Yeah, I respect that, but I'm also saying if that ended like that, I'm not being. I mean, at this point, yeah, we can split this bill. We can split this bill at this point.
That's because your ass cheap.
Hey man, stop talking about me, man. I'm good, man. Hey, check this out though, man. Check this next topic out, man. This is your folks, Rico.
No, why they gotta be my folks?
No, this ain't your folks, man. This ain't your folks. But check, you'll get it. I got 2 videos off of this, yo. That with my.
And people are swimming in the lake, and I gave him God. And people are going to tell me I am crazy, but he is real, and he loves you.
RuthMiller told Rangers that in a test of their faith, she threw her young son into the lake, and her husband went for a late-night swim and never returned.
I need to know where your husband's at.
He's at the bottom of the lake in a fish.
He's in a fish.
Yes.
There's no fish large enough on an Atwood to swallow your husband.
The bodies of 4-year-old Vincent Miller and his father, 45-year-old Marcus Miller, were later recovered by dive teams from the bottom of Atwood Lake.
You want to sit down in the back of the squad for us, okay?
Can I actually just sit with my children and have water?
Yeah, we can bring your children over.
What's your name? Let's go up in this squad over.
Check this out. Just the continuation of this.
Based upon these findings that I have made in this case, I am concluding that pursuant to Ohio Revised Code Section 294537, that the defendant, Ruth R. Miller, is not guilty by reason of insanity. I think that's the only conclusion that can be reached in this case based upon the evidence that's been presented to me. Ruth, after and concluding that you are not guilty by reason of insanity on all 7 counts, aggravated murder under 2903.01C, murder under 2903.02E, and you felonious.
How the fuck she get off, man?
If I remember this, hold on. If I remember this case correctly, this happened near me.
Yeah,
there's a bunch of religious nuts up here. I just want to tell y'all that.
It's in Ohio. Yeah, this yeah. How she get off, dude? Because you can explain this even more, yo. Like, it's saying, like, for real? Like, I'm just saying.
Okay, so listen.
Yeah.
Listen. I love God. I am a follower of Christ. I believe, I believe that Jesus Christ died on the cross for our sins. I believe that. I name it. I claim it. But listen to me, America, in my Bernie Mac voice. Listen. If God told you to throw your child in a lake, so sacrifice. If God told you that, listen to me, Craig. Listen to me carefully. You are not having a spiritual moment. Your schizophrenia is running wild. Okay.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you a question. Now, just flip it. Just flip it. What if there's a black woman?
Again, because you know my take.
Yeah.
You know how I feel. Like, I think that we as black people all the times, we like to make excuses for our own criminality. Lock her ass up too. You're crazy.
No. I'm saying, do you think she getting off?
Hell no.
That's what I'm saying. You think she getting the same? You think she getting?
Hell no.
That's what I'm saying.
Hell no. She'd be right up the street from me in Lebanon.
Yeah, and then he go to scold her. I don't think you was the same. I don't think you was the same. You know what I'm saying? I think you decided to do. You know what I'm saying? They're going to explain that shit to you why you did it and all that shit. Her, they just like she even the point of like even the arrest.
Hold on. Let me back up. I take that back. If a black woman had did the same exact thing she did, and that black person was in Hamilton County, subject to the judiciary in Hamilton County, she probably would have got off.
For real?
Yeah. She would. She probably would have got off.
That's
if she didn't get off, she would have got like 2 years.
Yeah. Nah. That's interesting, man.
Hamilton. Listen, let me explain something to you about Hamilton County judges. Hamilton County judges be on one. I don't know if y'all heard about the cop shot this kid, right? Cincinnati cop shot this kid.
Right.
Well, when they showed the body cam to the dad, he left there, drove up on University of Cincinnati's campus, and ran over a sheriff's officer. The next day, when they went to arraign him, had the damn sheriff department showed up.
Oh, that was that dude, right?
Yeah, the Rodney Hinton.
Yeah.
The judge was like, hey, they were telling the judge, oh, he ain't crazy. We ain't, he ain't that. Judge said, okay, well, I tell you what, well, we still gonna send him for a psyche valve. And let me tell you something. If he come in this courtroom with a scratch on him, y'all gonna have an issue. Hamilton County judges don't give a damn. They don't play that. If a Hamilton County judge will send a white man to jail for 30 years, I mean a black man to jail for 30 years, he'll send a white man to jail for 30 years too.
Mm.
And that's regardless of their political party.
Let me see.
In Hamilton County, you could do some dumb shit, and they'll let your ass right out of prison. They be like, "What you here for?" Nigga, I shot eight midgets. Okay, well, if you walk right this way, we'll fingerprint you and then let you on out.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. Let me see.
Look, man, moving forward, we got to talk about my quarterback. So Dak Prescott and his fiance have reportedly called off their wedding over a massive prenup standoff. After securing a historic $240 million contract, Dallas Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott and his fiance Sarah Jane Ramos were supposed to be celebrating their upcoming April wedding. The rumor is that Dak spent the last few months pushing hard for a rock-solid prenup to protect his new bag, and she flat out refused to sign it. That underlying tension finally boiled over into a massive screaming match right on the yacht, leading to their entire wedding being permanently shelved. If she really walked away just because he wanted to protect his contract, did Dak actually dodge a massive bullet here?
Can I give a hot take?
Prenup. If I'm rich, I don't even know if I'm getting married, man. Like fuck that. Like, if you was a rich Rico, would you get, like I'm saying, you just got rich today. I mean, you ain't married. We just, like, hypothetically speaking. All right, what you doing wife wise?
When did I meet? Okay, wait, hold on. I'm gonna give you my opinion by using athletes, okay?
Okay.
LeBron James and Savannah James.
Right.
I'm not getting a prenup. You've been my A1 since day one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm not getting a prenup. If this goes sideways, we'll fight it out in court. But I'm not getting a prenup because you was there when I had nothing.
All right, but
now,
hold on,
Travis, what's that nigga name?
Kelsey or who?
No, the one down there in Jacksonville.
You talking about the ugly nigga from Dion? Yeah, he said that.
Yeah, Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter, yeah.
Now, if I'm him, nigga, your prenup need a prenup. Cause it's obvious this chick don't really like you like that.
This is what I'm saying. If so for LeBron wife, if I'm just I don't care how it goes. If I'm already married to you and I get rich, then that's the only way you getting in on me. If I knowed you and I ain't married you to, I'm not. You gonna have to sign a prenup. But if you already,
here's the thing. If you've been my A1, like in Savannah case, it's been widely reported that the king has, on multiple occasions, handed out dingling. And she been right there quiet. I couldn't tell you what that woman sound like. Or hold on. Michael Jordan's first wife, Juanita. I don't think he had a prenup with her.
Yeah, but I'm saying
there with him.
But I think she might have been there. But some of them might have been there. I mean, I don't know. I can't tell you LeBron's wife because he came in at 18. So maybe she came after. But I'm saying if
no, she was there. She was there in high school with him. I know people who know her people.
Yeah, I'm just saying that, and I'm just saying for me, if I'm not married to you before I don't give a fuck the circumstance. If I ain't married to you before I hit this money, you sign. If I come into rich with the money and no prenup, but if it's after, I don't give a fuck. If I knowed you before, you gotta sign a prenup.
Prenup marriages have a higher, they have a lower divorce rate anyway.
Hey, so Chris, what would be your rules on a prenup? Like what would she have to be for you not to sign one? How would that work for you not to sign have a woman sign a prenup? What should I do?
I don't know, man. Like, dude or whatever, just the quality of women I would look for. Because, see, I'm not the type that's going to, these dudes over there trying to find actresses and IG models and shit like that.
Shit you can't pull. Shit you can't pull. You know you can't pull without the money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not in any way, like, I mean, I'm not talking to someone like that. And I'm going to take my time. Like, I'm going to know you inside out. But you ain't about to be no damn actress, no IG models. I'm not going to look for no celebrity. The whole celebrity to celebrity thing is stupid to me.
Right.
But so yeah, I mean, I like I can only speak from the wife I have, with who I would trust with anything. But outside of that, I agree with you. Like if it's somebody I came up with,
yeah,
you know, and she was with me when I was broke, and she's obviously there, then yeah, I do feel like you held a part. I mean, you helped me. You helped me get to where I'm at, like, and from another angle. You're obviously not playing a sport with me, but I mean, that's a part of your life. We all know there's more to life than just what you work, like your job. So I'm cool with not doing a prenup in that situation without anything. But
anybody knew that shit prenup, right?
Yeah, like if I met you, you know what I'm saying? Like if I sign a $250 million contract and I meet you out there, I sign that $250 million contract. Yeah, no, I'm good. Listen, you see the document right here? The document right here say you leave with $10 million. Now,
plus, you'll see the maturity of the woman once you bring up a prenup. Also,
well, did it like that same thing happen with was it Steven Jackson?
Yeah, Steven Jackson had a big one.
Yeah, he bailed. Like he
but he was smart. He was smart because he said that she tried to say she was going to sign it due to emotion, and you can actually get out of it like that. So yeah, he was smart like that. If you see a manipulative side once you bring it up, then yeah, I'd be out. I'd be like, no, I'm good. I see what it was always about.
And that and that be like, like you say, you get these cats, they get rich, and then they want to date. They want to chase these people that wouldn't have looked they way twice.
I know that's what I'm saying. You can't you are look at Tyreek Hill, man. 17-month marriage, 20K a month, 500K lump sum. Like for real? Like that's crazy.
Yep.
She got the mansion. He got to pay for it. Like that. This don't make sense.
But at the same time, Tyreek wouldn't have married that woman. Tyreek was out there knocking down anything that was moving too. You gotta put that part in there too. So it wasn't like this woman got with him and was going like that. That big role.
Yeah, but she had to know that what he was doing. I'm just saying, at the end of the day, man.
He knew what he was doing too. And yeah,
I'm just saying, but I'm saying, Rico, like that's why I would have a prenup. Like I would have this shit because if I know this what I'm doing and this is what I could possibly, that I could lose something crazy like this, she gonna sign a prenup. Or I'm not even. Matter of fact, dude, that's why I said I'm not even getting married at this point. I'm just saying I ain't even getting married at this point.
But that's because you done became a part of the pineapple brigade. Your ass.
I know. I'm just saying.
Your ass is anti-marriage now.
Hey, dude, but I'm saying, dude, if I'm Tyreek Hill, I know I'm knocking them down like that. Because I'm saying they got more to lose than a regular motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot, and I ain't saying because at some point, yo, when that NFL money dry, yo, like you know what I'm saying, that shit dries. Like it ain't, unless you got
it's done. It's done.
Yeah, it's like basketball.
That's why like people be trying to clown Cam Newton because he said, I tell my kids I ain't got it like that. And they're like, Cam Newton broke. Now he didn't say he was broke. It's just that nigga was getting,
keep up with it.
He was working an hour a week, making $20 million.
Yeah, he was saying like, you can't keep up with the expenses, man. That's
like you can't like that ain't the case no more. Like I still got business, I still got business interests. I'm still making good money. I'm still worth, $80-90 million. But we can't do what we was doing when that money was getting replenished.
Yeah, when you was getting that check, like he was saying that shit was like, he said that shit clear. He tell you the time and everything. So yeah, you can't, yeah.
I remember what was my man name went to Spine High? played receiver for the Redskins, the all-word Commanders.
Whatever, man. You said the name, man. You said the name. You said it right.
The Redskin, the Washington football team, Redskin, all-word Commanders at Donald Trump Field.
Whatever, man.
But hey, listen, that rendition of Donald Trump Stadium look kind of nice. I ain't even gonna front. But
Hey,
what
man,
was that dude that he played at Clemson? He went from Spy High to Clemson, and then he got drafted by the Redskins. That nigga showed his first check. The first check he got from the NFL was like $1.6 million. They wrote that in a check for like $1.6 million.
Is it Rod Gardner or let me see?
Was it Rod? Yeah, I think that was
Rod
Rod Gardner.
Oh, he was. I didn't know he was from. I mean, if that's him, I just was looking up some players. He did get drafted. He from Clemson. He went to Clemson, right? Is that the?
Yeah, I think he went to Spy High.
I didn't even know that. I didn't realize he did went to Spy High. Damn.
Yeah, it was either him or it was another way. Like that was the team that had like Anthony Simmons and all them niggas on there. That was that 90. Was it the 95 state championship? The year they played Dorman, when Dorman had Derek Burnett and all them, and Mickey Giss and all them. He was a wide receiver on that team, I think.
Nah, he wouldn't have been on this team because he was drafted kind of late. Because that would have been like 94, 93, 94, 94.
So yeah, he would have came out in like 98, 99. He would have come out of Clemson, 97, 98, or 99.
He came out of Clemson. Yeah. You're right, because that's college. So yeah. I mean, that's Rod Gardner, but I can't see where. Let me see where it say he from.
Because I know there was also a Gardner that played for the Colts.
Nah, this is the Rod Gardner, but he played like. Let me see. Damn, is that him? Yeah, I don't see his. Let me see. Yeah, because I don't see where he might have. No, I said he went to somewhere else. He said he went to Raines High School, so it ain't him.
Yeah, that was one guy. He went to like whoever it was. He posted his check, and I'm like, bro, it's gonna take me a lifetime to make that. But it's like you get, like you said, you get this money. You know what I'm saying? You get this money. Who was there? And that, I mean, it ain't just even in the prenup with your like who like. If I got rich right now, it's people I ain't talked to in years. Now I don't want to hear from you. It's people that would have sworn down I was the worst person in the world. Don't talk to me now.
Right.
So you got a lot of people that have that it's time to eat mentality.
Yeah. Shit, I'm trying to find this player, man.
And shoot, you got a lot of these cats. You got a lot of these cats that they end up messing with these people, and it's like, bro, you ain't never in your lifetime dated anything that was above a 4. And then you got these people that want it, like, you got these people that knowingly date the Kardashians.
Oh damn! I just realized Jalen Lane played in Spartanburg. Damn, I ain't know.
So what?
The receiver we drafted like last year, Jalen Lane.
Yeah.
He's from Spartanburg. You know him? So he went to Clover.
Well, he ain't from Spartanburg if he went to Clover.
Yeah, I'm just reading this thing. I don't know
Clover,
why they got
Clover put him.
Well, say he was born in Spartanburg, but he went to Clover. So he did. So that's the connection. Because I'm saying.
Hold on, my audio dropped out.
Oh, that's you? Yeah, but he was born in Spartanburg, but he went to Clover. So that's I don't see the other person. I was trying to find the person. You there, man?
I remember his name. Maybe his name was. Look at Clemson's roster 1990. Look at Clemson's roster, 1995. Whatever year Anthony Simmons was at Clemson. Look at their roster. Their roster that year.
All right, I'm about to pull him up.
Because I think that was the year that everybody on Spine High's defense either went D1 or 1AA. Everybody.
You said 90. Hold on, that's 95. Is it 95 or 90 or 95 roster?
I want to say the 95 roster because I think that state championship game was 94.
Yeah. Yeah, I see Antoine Wyatt, Kenya Crooks, Marcus Hinton. See, none of them ring a bell to me. Orlando Davis, and I'm looking to see if I see do I see Anthony Simmons? Yeah, Anthony Simmons on this team too.
Yeah, is it showing the wide receivers?
Yeah, let me open this up a little bit.
Because he played wide receiver, but I don't think he had a wide receiver. If I remember correctly, that nigga wore like 21 or something like that.
Yeah, this the wide receivers: Tony Horn, Joe Woods, Antoine Wyatt, Kenya Crooks, Marcus Hinton, yeah, Orlando Davis. That's from, and then like I said, you see Anthony Simmons. Oh, let me go to the next year.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hold on. Get my audio to kick in here.
Yeah, I can hear you a little bit.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, my audio.
Brian Wofford.
All right, say something, Don.
Yeah, you can hear me?
Don.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay, there you go. I got you back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask Nate, like, who was that played receiver at Spine High, went on the Clemson and then went to the league? Maybe he was in who?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I
said, who was Clemson's 96 receivers?
I got Brian Wofford.
Brian Wofford. That's who it was. Brian Wofford.
That's it. It's Wofford. Okay, that's what that. Yeah.
Brian
okay,
Wofford. That's who it was.
Who he played with? He played with. You say he played with the Redskins?
I don't. It might not been the Redskins. Did it was? I can't remember where he went, but it was Brian Wofford.
Yeah, I remember the. I remember the name. The name is familiar. I definitely remember his name.
Yeah, it was. I had to think about it. It was Brian Wofford.
Yeah.
That boy was nice. You hear me?
Yeah, I remember him. Damn. Yeah, that was the next. That was in '96 because he wasn't there in 95 unless he was like red shirting or something. Maybe I don't know. Like what year he might have.
Yeah, that boy. That boy was that boy was nice.
Yep. All right, man. I'm about to get up out of here, man. That was I ain't got shit else. Sorry, man. Appreciate you coming through, man. Can you hear me? Like you done faded out. Hey, yo, your junk loading up, man. Hey, man, y'all share the stream, man. Cause of Right the Podcast, man. Share the stream.